away. Stage magic and fantasy magic are different from real magic, which is ritual magic, which is what we're looking at in this class. The discourse of magic and the magical cannot be separated. One way I make this distinction in my writing is the magical is adjective, the magic is noun or verb. I'm doing magic. I'm doing magic. Ritual means I'm enacting a magic circle. I'm having invocations. I'm doing mystical whatever in that little microcosm to change the world. However, the magical is, I don't know, Magic Johnson was such a good basketball player that they called him Magic. He's a phenom. When I meet someone who can, like, say, read a Sanskrit text that I really struggle with, I'll go, wow, that's magical. So something that's astounding. Or you see a new piece of technology that's too good to be true, and you're like, oh, it's magic. No, it's magical. So magical as a descriptor versus magic as an action or thing. So we want to believe the stage magician. And we also want to believe a sorcerer. One is an honest liar. If magic actually isn't real, then anyone who does a magic ritual for someone else or for themselves is a liar. They know they're lying or they're deceived themselves. However, I would argue magic doesn't have to be literally real to still be real. The intriguing problem is the illusionist tells you he's a liar and that magic isn't real, whereas the sorcerer tells you magic is real and then does a thing and claims the thing will happen. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It's up to us to decide, is that an okay thing? And what's the actual value to this type of magic if it's not literally real? Now, do not believe magicians on stage or on the street or anywhere you meet them who claim perfect authenticity to have magical powers. They don't. It's illusion. Sorcerers who claim to have magical power, don't believe them either, man. It's just they're going to scam you. I've been scammed a couple of times. I watched it happen, and I kind of enjoyed it, but for me, that was entertainment. So here's another thing that really gets me thinking. If the building blocks of religion are paranormal experiences, let's just think about Jesus Christ for a second. Paranormal experiences. Well, he came back from the dead. That's a big deal. But water and wine, loaves and fishes, whatnot. He was cursing the fig tree. Christ healing people. Christ's exorcism of the guy with the pigs and the legion. All of that stuff, kind of magical, but definitely paranormal, not normal. So Christ is a nexus for things that we do not usually experience. And that's how you know he's the Son of God. That said, if the paranormal and the paranormal experiences are what cause people to have religious innovation, and if these things aren't real, if the paranormal is not real, could we argue that in fact all of these paranormal experiences that have caused people to have religious innovations are just the same as stage magic, illusions performed by witting sorcerers? On the other hand, Martin Smith wrote an incredible book called Jesus Christ Magician, which is not about Jesus Christ as a stage magician, but about how Christ's miracles can connect to a whole body of specifically Egyptian lore about magic. It's fascinating stuff. And we do know Jesus probably spent a little bit of time in Egypt. So when he wandered back in his 30s, maybe he was down hanging out with those Coptic magicians that we'll read about soon enough. So if paranormal experiences are in fact real, we'll just take that, then could you have a stage magician who is not doing illusions, but actually can and is in reality doing the things that they say they're doing? That's a head scratcher. So what do I leave you with? Enjoy magic. Don't take it too seriously. Be a skeptic, not a stick in the mud. Challenge psychics. Avoid anybody that's trying to do anything for money, unless you're paying them to entertain you to have a delightful delusion. Catch you next time. Bye-bye.